Ontario Liberal Leader Bonnie Crombie is in Scarborough this morning talking transit. Let's listen live.
You made an excellent point that Ford government has a number of outstanding transit projects in the work that they like to point to, but they just can't get it done. You know, they're over budget, and there is even no news on the Eglinton Crosstown on when it will be completed. There's been a complete, again, abdication of responsibility. You saw the termination of the CEO, or the abrupt departure of the CEO, because no one's being held accountable. And that's true across the province with all the public transit initiatives, GO train lines that have been announced and nothing done, Upland Express announced, nothing done, Niagara GO trains, London, Ontario GO, all-day two-way GO train service on the Milton line, no progress, Ontario line, Eglinton Crosstown, highways in the north. It's just another announcement without a completion date and without any commitment as to when it will be completed. But look, while that's all true, today's announcement is about safety on the TTC. I don't want people to feel insecure going to work in the morning or coming home late at night. And so that's what our announcement is about today. And of course, we'll be distributing these on the platform. I plan to ride into the office this morning and spend some time at the office. I often leave my car at Islington and Bloor, because my mom lives there, and take it into downtown, whether to Queen's Park or into our campaign office.
But sorry, just to be clear, would Premier Bonnie Crombie...
I like the sound of that. Can you say that again?
We'll see the next...
Premier Bonnie Crombie, that one?
Are you going to have a plan to improve how these major transit projects are built?
Yes, we will be unrolling a lot of initiatives with respect to public transit. Is something I completely believe in. I want to get people out of their cars and into public transit. That was true when I was mayor of the city of Mississauga, and it is true as the leader of this province.
Specific dollar amount for how much you would give the TTC to make all these things happen?
Yes, so it will be costed, and we'll be announcing all our programs. They will be costed in the near future. It'll be part of a larger unveiling of our platform.
Are you considering increasing maybe the share of the gas tax that municipalities get in order to deliver transit?
Yes, that's one option. There are a number of options, and we will, when we make that announcement, as we unroll our platform, it will be clearer.
So on snowbirds, we've been hearing from some people who, maybe spend the winters outside of Ontario. They're saying that they're concerned that they won't be able to vote given this winter election and given the shortness of the election. What's your response to that? Is that something you're hearing?
Actually, it's a very good question. I have had a number of I was out with a group of seniors last night who had made plans, of course, to their snowbirds, and they're heading down to maybe one of those warm U.S. states. They're concerned about the dynamics that may occur, but they want to have that opportunity to vote. I had someone approach me yesterday who is already out of the country, try to apply for voting, not online, but I'm saying out of country, mail-in vote, thank you, mail-in vote, and had a lot of difficulty even uploading their ID, which was their driver's license. It was blurry once they uploaded it, and they weren't accepting it. So there are a lot of challenges. Of course, this is a snap and election, an unnecessary, very expensive election, and of course they haven't thought through all the pitfalls, and one of them would be the number of people who may not be eligible to vote because they've had family plans during the month of February. This is very concerning for everyone that they won't exercise their democratic right to vote because of these obstacles. So it is a challenge, it is a concern, and quite a number of residents have asked me, how do we correct these issues? So it is something we need to address with Elections Ontario.
So on this transit front, is this something that you've spoken with Mayor Olivia Chow about, spoken to the city about how it would even integrate with their plans?
We have not had that conversation yet, but I do have plans to sit down with the mayor and go over a number of initiatives and her needs. And, she and I used to have those sit downs when I was the mayor and she was the mayor, and we would speak about our mutual needs as large city leaders. But I'm going to have those conversations with her on how else a Bonnie Crombie government can help her.
Just to follow up on Alison's question about costing gas.
Yep.
During the mayoral campaign here in Toronto, we discovered that just putting screens up and all the subway stations, it's $2 billion, $35 million per station. Is that what you're prepared to?
That is the price of safety, then so be it. You know, how many million?
$35 million per subway station.
Sounds like, well, you know, we have another government that's ripping out bike lanes about that cost too. I would put money behind keeping people safe on the subway, yes. I want people to ride the subway. We'll make it as safe and secure as possible. Obviously, we would start with the most traffic stations, like Yonge and Bloor, like St. George's, like Kennedy. So we would start with the high traffic stations and perhaps roll it out later.
Okay, so you can see transit is on the mind of Liberal Leader Bonnie Crombie this morning as she kicks off day 3 of the provincial campaign for her party in Toronto, talking about the TTC and transit.